What's up guys, let's take a look at a Wismec product. Now Wismec, they've been sending me stuff and I appreciate that, but lots of this stuff I have not actually reviewed because it's basically the same thing. It's the Elabo tank, same coils, and the difference is just in the mod. Some of them are single battery, some are dual batteries. They look the same as well. But you know, my conscience is digging in me. I have to review something that they give me. So this will be the CB60 starter kit, and this is a little bit different. It is a mount to lung starter kit with a horizontal coil instead of a vertical coil. Alright, let's take a look. Alright guys, so here is the packaging for the Wismec CB60 kit. Very standard for a Wismec packaging nowadays. At the back you have your scratch and check code, Wismec, and the standard configuration of the mod itself. Comes with the Armor NS tank and a 0.2 ohm coil head, as well as a mount to lung 1.5 ohm head. Available in many different color: black, silver, green, purple, and the one that I have is bronze. So inside the package you will get a mod and a tank. You also receive a USB cable for charging, an extra Pyrex glass tank, an extra coil included, and this will be the mount to lung 1.5 ohm coil, extra set of spare O-rings, a very simple user manual because it's actually a very simple device, and a little warning card by Wismec. Now let's break this into two parts. Let's talk about the mod itself. Now, so the mod has a built-in 2300 mAh lithium-ion battery with a 2 amp quick charge, and it supports 1 to 60 watts. Minimum supported resistance is 0.1 up to a max of 3.5 ohms, and the body construction is zinc alloy. So as for the tank itself, the Armor NS is a 2 mil capacity. At this point I don't know if they only have a 2 mil capacity, but that's what this one is, and it's a 22 millimeter diameter tank with a fixed or non-adjustable 510 pin. At the bottom you see Armor NS Wismec. It is a bottom airflow tank, although it's a pretty unique way of doing a bottom airflow, and it's also a bottom fill tank. Comes with a standard 510 drip tip, but this is not a Delrin drip tip, as you can see. It's actually a stainless steel Cerakoted drip tip. A view of the top, you can see all the way to the coil. So this is actually a horizontal coil, if you can see there, right? They used to make these kind of coils a long time ago, and then most coils have became vertical coils, but this one, as you can clearly see, is still a horizontal coil. So the bottom part comes out like this. Unscrew it and you can take the coil out. Now the airflow, here's the unique part about the airflow. The airflow ring, you just pop it out like that. There's an O-ring at the bottom. So how the airflow works is, you can see, you know, this is the wide open space and this is the closed up space for your mount to lung kind of vape, and it matches the settings of the airflow itself, right? So you put this back in and you want to screw in the tank, and then you control the airflow by twisting it. So now it's open, right? It's a bit difficult to show you, but now it's open, and you keep twisting it, and then that's how you control the airflow, right? Just like that. So this one right here is the WS03 mount to lung 1.5 ohm 7 to 13 watts. Interestingly enough, the one included in here is also a WS03 coil with the exact same ratings. And saying that this is a mount to lung, I'm going to be using my 12 mg liquid, which I have very few bottles of right now. I no longer vape 12 mg except when I want to do a mount to lung, which is also pretty rare actually, to be honest. I have lots of mount to lung setups that are just collecting dust over there, right? And yeah, you want to saturate the coil as much as you can. So the rest of the tank comes apart like this. You just take it out, and then you can push this glass piece out, right? So it is actually a top fill tank. In case I accidentally said it's a bottom fill tank earlier, I apologize for that, but it's a top fill tank. However, there's no special thing with the top fill. It's just, you know, a wide gaping open hole right there, and you just fill your juice in. You want to get it all the way full, just like that. Put your drip tip back, and we're going to let this saturate for a while. So the mod of course comes with a built-in LiPo battery, right? Just click and it should turn on. Right now detects the coil at 0.15 ohms. This mod should do up to 60 watts, right? But at the moment it's only allowing me to go up to 53.6 watts. Okay, I guess that is because of the coil and the cutoff limit for the voltage right there. So it is going to output 8.99 volts, and now you see the resistance 0.15 ohm and the battery level indication right there. And I accidentally pressed the fire button. Oh god, I hope I didn't burn the coil, but it's very quick press. I should have gone to a lower wattage first. Alright, so let me go to a much lower wattage. Alright, so at 11 watts you're going to get about 4.4 volts at 2.7 amps. You see an LED right there, and on the other side as well. So the mod does have some protection, right? Like charging protection. So while charging, if the temperature of the device is higher than 45 degrees Celsius, it will display battery too hot. Other protections include the low resistance protection, short circuit protection, and over 10-second protection. So if you press it for longer than 10 seconds, the output will shut off and the OLED screen will display over 10-second protection. You also have a low voltage protection. So when the battery voltage is below 3.5, the screen will first display battery low and then battery low lock. To lock the device, you press the wattage up, wattage down button at the same time. Then you have key lock right there. And when the buttons are locked, you press the fire button and wattage down to get into stealth mode. You see stealth on, stealth off. When it's in locked mode again, press the fire button and the wattage up button. And then you'll be able to change the value you see here. Currently it's amp. You can change it to seconds. And you can change it to the puff counter as well, back to amps. To turn the device off, it's 5 clicks. And now the device is off. Compared to, let's say, another starter kit right here, the Vaporesso Revenger Mini, right? It's about the same dimensions actually as the Vaporesso Revenger Mini. This one is also using a built-in battery, also 2500 mAh. But this right here has way lots more features for you, including bypass mode, temp control, etc. So about 13 watts, well within the recommended use for this coil, the 1.5 ohms. It's definitely a mouth too long. It's really restricted. Now the airflow, there's no airflow off, right? So you get to left side, right side, you get the mouth too long airflow, and then you move that janky little airflow all the way clockwise, and it's much more open. So you can do a restricted long hit with that airflow. Alright guys, let me tell you my honest to God opinion on this little thing right here, the CB60. Now number one, the price is 42 bucks. 42 bucks. Now this is the bronze version. You have black, green, purple and silver as well. So it's a very simple starter kit. Now the thing is, the price for 42 bucks, you can get something like this, the Vaporesso Tarot. The Vaporesso Revenger Mini is about the same price range. That mod is choked full of features for you, and this is very simple. Just basically slightly one step above an unregulated mod, if you ask me, right? It doesn't even want to let me go up to 60 watts. Let me try a different atomizer on here, right? This is gonna look a bit weird. right? So it doesn't ask me if it's a new coil, whatever. It just detects the new coil right away, right? So now it allows me to go up to 60 watts, right? So that's got to do with the included coil as well. I mean, obviously with the included coil, you don't need to go up to 60 watts. So that's just the safety feature kicking in. But still at this price, it's okay. Now, if you're looking for a mouth to lung starter kit, that's what's unique about it. There aren't many mouth to lung starter kits out there for you to choose from, right? So that is perhaps one thing, one area where this kit can shine. But yeah, I guess, you know, you could say that it's good for a mouth to lung starter kit. But as a starter kit as a whole, nah, not so good. You know why? Because the mod is a problem here. It just doesn't have that much features compared to other starter kits in the same price range. So that's definitely a con. The design of it also is it's okay for me. It's just, now, sorry if someone from Wismec is listening in. Okay, I don't mean to. I'm not against you guys, but it seems like you guys have lost something. You know, you have lost your creativity. You have lost something. You just keep pumping out more of the same. It just all looks the same to me after a while, and this looks the same to other stuff. This sinuous P80 or whatever, the design is pretty much the same. I don't know. Maybe this thing is selling like crazy for you. Then just go ahead with it and keep with the same design. But for me, it just kind of looks kind of boring. You know, everything about it looks kind of boring. I just feel like you guys need to get a little bit more creative. You know, a little take more risks. It's just playing it too safe. You know, and I don't know, put in your LED like other people are doing or whatever it is. Just don't play it so safe. I mean, you know, you do have an LED in here, very small LED. You see what I mean? You just like playing it safe. Let's take some risk, guys, then do something different. The coil is good. The coil is a pro for me, and a 1.5 ohm coil. The flavor is good for a mouth to lung vape. If you love a mouth to lung vape, as you know, in the past there are not that many options for you, you know, but today you can get rebuildable tanks as well for a mouth to lung. You may not want to go for a coil, but it's okay. The coil is good. The mod fits a 22mm atomizer only, but you know, if you're buying this because you want a mouth to lung kind of vape, most mouth to lung atomizers are 22mm only. So that's going to be a subjective con. Built-in battery and 2 amp charging, etc. Those are definitely pros. If you're looking for convenience, the size, the form factor is small. Those are all pros. I'm just trying to be as objective as I can, guys. I mean, if I'm going to get emotional, I'll just take this thing and, you know, throw it out the window. But I have to look at its pros and cons as somebody, not me. If it was me, I wouldn't buy it for sure. But somebody, not me, maybe you, who, you know, you have a budget and you want a good mouth to lung vape and you don't want to get a K-Farm Prime, etc. It could be a good starter kit for you. Like I said, many starter kits in the world, but very few mouth to lung starter kits. Alright guys, if you want to pick this up, the Wismec CB60, do check the link in the description box below, and also I'll put in the description box the link to my website where I have listed all the good starter kits for you. If you're looking for a starter kit, that could be a great place to start. That's all for this review. Hope you liked it. Enjoy, subscribe, alright? And you know, I'm just trying to keep it a little bit more balanced. I got too much into squonking at one point of time. I'm still doing lots of squonking videos, but trying to get it a bit more balanced, right? Yeah, you know what I mean, right? Okie dokie, no more smoky.
Wow.